Have you ever wondered where we would be without curiosity? It's an innate instinct that has been the driving force behind countless advancements in our civilization. It has made us question everything we see, from why we had to hunt and gather when we can cultivate, to why apples fall from trees, to why the stars twinkle in the night sky. These seemingly trivial questions have shaped and formed our knowledge and civilization in ways we could have never imagined. But where did it all start? Think of the humble cup, a simple container, but its very existence can be traced back to a spark of curiosity. Why do we have to drink water with our hands? Is there something that can hold more water? From leaves and coconut shells, to iron and copper cups, to the modern thermos cup, our quest for convenience and practicality has led to the evolution of this basic object. Curiosity comes in many forms. There's diverse curiosity, where we yearn to know about everything, but barely scratch the surface. Then there's empathic curiosity, our desire to understand the thoughts and feelings of others. And then there's epistemic curiosity, the deep, innate desire to fill gaps in our understanding, to really know. In the age of social media, we are bombarded with a whirlwind of information, feeding our diverse curiosity. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, these platforms have us hooked. But at what cost? As our minds are kept occupied with a constant stream of unrelated information, we may be losing more than we gain. However, there is a certain joy to be found in curiosity. It can lead us to explore new paths, take us on a journey of discovery, and even bring us true happiness. But there's something even more intriguing about curiosity, an aspect that might surprise you. But you will have to wait a bit to find that out. Stick around. The best is yet to come. What's up, my amazing and curious folks? I'm Caesar, always on a hunt for the most intriguing mysteries out there. And with me is the vivacious and brilliant Sonia, here to connect the dots that we might miss. You're tuned into the Curiosity Wonderland, where we unravel the unknown, one curiosity at a time.
Hi everyone, can't wait to dive into today's topic with all of you.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on our daily episodes. Now, are you ready to delve deeper into the world of curiosity? Let's go. Now let's delve a bit more into the heart of today's topic. You see, curiosity isn't just some whimsical trait. It's more than that. It's a drive that has led us to question and explore the world around us. When we were primitive cavemen, curiosity made us wonder, why should we hunt and gather when we could cultivate and raise animals? This led to the formation of agriculture, laying the groundwork for civilization. Let's fast forward a bit. Remember a certain man named Isaac Newton? Yeah, the one who discovered gravity. How did that happen? Well, he saw an apple fall and wondered why it fell straight down and not sideways or upwards. That curiosity led to the formation of physics. And what about fire? It was a game changer for early humans. But how did we discover it? Well, someone at some point was curious enough to play around with a few sparks, and voila, we had fire. And that curiosity about fire and its ability to change the substances it comes into contact with laid the groundwork for the field of chemistry. You see, folks, curiosity isn't just about poking around in the unknown. It's about looking at the world around us and asking why. And it's that why that has led to some of the greatest advancements in our history. The question is, would we be where we are now without it? What do you think? Ever wondered why there's day and night, or what those shiny specks in the sky really are? You see, folks, our ancestors didn't just accept these phenomena as givens. They questioned, they wondered, they were curious. And that curiosity led to the formation of astronomy. And the big questions like, why do we exist? Or what happens when we die? Those questions gave birth to philosophy. It was curiosity that led us to question our existence, making us ponder the metaphysical. All of these seemingly naive questions paved the way for the evolution and development of knowledge and civilization. Now, let's talk about curiosity in the context of learning. It's defined as the desire to seek information to fill gaps in our knowledge. Ever been around kids? They're naturally curious. They ask a ton of questions, so much so that they can drive you up the wall. Research shows that children ask an average of 107 questions per hour. This innate curiosity diminishes as we grow older, and sadly, we tend to undervalue this incredible driving force for personal growth. Isn't it incredible how curiosity has shaped the world as we know it? It's pushed us to ask questions, to seek answers, and to never stop learning. And that's exactly what we do here on the Curiosity Wonderland. We delve into the mysteries of the world, always seeking answers to our questions, driven by our insatiable curiosity. So, my dear audience, are you enjoying this journey with us? Are you feeling that spark of curiosity light up inside you? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying our exploration of the curious world around us. Take a moment to look around you. Ever wonder why the objects around you exist? Could it be that they're all products of someone's curiosity and questioning? For instance, this Lock and Lock thermal mug I have right here.
Oh, I have one of those. They're great for keeping my coffee hot.
Exactly. Now, why do you think this mug exists? It's essentially a tool to hold water that we pour into our mouths. But how did this need come about?
I suppose our ancestors would have needed something to hold water for drinking.
Right on. Going back to ancient times, our ancestors probably used a plethora of objects to aid in drinking water. The first mug could have been a leaf.
A leaf? That sounds like a stretch.
Maybe, but imagine this. The existence of the first cup probably started from a simple question or curious idea. Why should we have to drink water from our hands? Is there something that can hold more water?
And that led to the evolution of the mug?
Precisely. This Lock and Lock thermal mug might just be the descendant of a leaf, coconut shell, seashell, skull, gourd, animal skin, wooden mug, iron mug, copper mug, silver mug, porcelain mug, glass mug, plastic mug, paper cup, and now a thermal mug. It's fascinating, isn't it? These water-holding tools, as basic as they may sound, have evolved and transformed based on human needs throughout different periods. Drinking water from a leaf wasn't very convenient. The amount of water it could hold was limited.
So our ancestors had to innovate and go for something more convenient?
That's right. Prehistoric people turned to coconut shells, seashells, and even human and animal skulls to aid in drinking water. About 9,000 years ago, people in China and Japan were using gourds to store water, which remains a cultural symbol in East Asia to this day.
Wow, using a gourd for a cup, that is really fascinating.
Indeed, archaeologists have found cups made from precious porcelain in ancient Roman dynasties. Nowadays, we have a plethora of cups and mugs made from various materials, serving different needs.
So it's like the humble cup has journeyed through time with us.
Absolutely. It has transformed from one form to another, from simple materials to precious ones, from antiquity to modernity. From a simple query, our ancestors found countless ways to answer it, leading to the evolution of the cup as we know it today. All these innovations are based on curiosity and the exploration of the unknown. It wouldn't be an overstatement to say that curiosity led our ancestors from the trees to the top of the food chain. The formation of science is a prime example of this.
Can you expand on that a bit more?
Sure. As Irving Langmuir, a notable scientist, once said, the scientist is primarily motivated by curiosity and a desire for truth. Curiosity and science share a two-way connection. A curiosity about a phenomenon leads to experiments, which then spawn new questions and curiosities.
So would it be right to say that one curiosity opens the door to many others?
Absolutely. From a basic query, we're led to related inquiries, which then form a chain. Curiosity begets questions, questions beget answers, answers beget more questions, and these questions form the basis of science.
Can you give an example?
Of course. Our curiosity led us from using a cup to hold water to wondering about the cup's materials, its thermal properties, and even its environmental impact. Today, although curiosity doesn't play a vital role in our survival, it continues to fuel our intellectual growth and remains the foundation of science. Research indicates that there are three forms of curiosity. The first is diversive curiosity, the urge that keeps you scrolling through Facebook or TikTok daily. This type of curiosity makes us interested in things around us, but doesn't make us delve deeper into them.
So it's like a superficial level of curiosity?
Exactly, it's first-level curiosity. The second type is empathic curiosity, which, as the name suggests, is about being curious about other people's thoughts and feelings. It's the kind of curiosity that drives us to empathize with each other and build good relationships.
Could you give an example of that?
Sure, empathic curiosity might be piqued when you see a friend looking upset. You might wonder about what's making them unhappy, leading you to ask and talk to them about it. Now, the third form is epistemic curiosity. It's the kind of curiosity that needs to be nurtured the most.
What makes epistemic curiosity different?
Epistemic curiosity can be compared to a child's curiosity. It drives us to dig deeper and learn more, to fill the gaps in our knowledge. It's considered third-level curiosity and can be broken down into intellectual curiosity and information curiosity.
And how would you exemplify these different levels of epistemic curiosity?
Well, intellectual curiosity could be when someone learns a new language for the sheer joy of it. Information curiosity, on the other hand, could be someone seeking specific knowledge, like researching the history of the cup for a podcast episode. So overall, we have three types of curiosity corresponding to three levels: social media browsing and news reading at level 1, deep conversations and empathy at level 2, and profound knowledge seeking at level 3. Level 3 curiosity involves learning, researching, writing, and creating. All three types of curiosity promote the search and exploration of the new. However, in our digital age, society mostly focuses on diversive curiosity, often overlooking empathic and epistemic curiosity.
The types of curiosity that are considered the DNA of leaders.
Right, the most insightful leaders often exhibit high levels of empathic and epistemic curiosity.
And what about the influence of social media?
Oh, that's a big one. Concentration is a result of curiosity. When your curiosity is piqued, you can spend hours delving into a subject with no need for focus techniques. But in the digital age, our attention is a commodity.
I'm guessing social platforms are major players in that.
Absolutely. Retail corporations, big tech, social media platforms, they all want to capture user attention as much as they can for profit. They use sophisticated algorithms to design feeds in a way to keep users engaged for as long as possible.
So our scrolling habit is fed by diversive curiosity and it's being capitalized on?
Correct. This form of curiosity can be easily exploited by platforms like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. This exploitation is one of the reasons why we might lose focus and overlook other forms of curiosity, especially the more profound ones.
This concept really reminds me of something from my childhood. Growing up, I was obsessed with collecting stickers. Every new design I came across, I had to own it, and the more I had, the more I wanted to collect. I now realize that the social media scrolling behavior is quite similar.
That's an excellent comparison. The longer users scroll, the more ads they see, and the better the ad revenue. Most social media platforms depend on advertising, and they sell based on ad impressions.
So our attention is their product?
In a way, yes. It's sold to advertisers who are their real customers. A saying by Jonathan Zittrain sums it up. When something online is free, you're not the customer, you're the product.
And I guess the reward system plays a role in this too?
Absolutely. The discovery of something new triggers a release of dopamine in our brains, which makes us feel good. That's why we get hooked on platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and others. It's a cycle of content, attention, and reward. And it's exactly this cycle that is causing a serious loss of focus in our society. The consumption of rapid content on social media produces what's called cheap dopamine, as opposed to the natural and positive kind.
Cheap dopamine? That doesn't sound too good.
It isn't. Our brains also release dopamine when we consume alcohol, stimulants, or gamble, but those actions are socially condemned. However, nobody condemns the cheap dopamine we get from scrolling on our smartphones all day.
So we're technically getting a high from social media.
In a manner of speaking, yes. But the harm lies in the long-term effects on the brain. Continuously consuming unrelated fast information damages the brain over time. Concentration stimulates the brain to generate neurons and form a robust network. But rapid content does the opposite.
It doesn't create connections?
Not at all. It provides temporary excitement but doesn't form any network. It can even destroy connections in the brain, leading to cognitive decline and impaired memory. Multiple studies have shown that rapid content, especially on platforms like TikTok, is damaging users' brains, particularly children and teenagers.
That sounds terrifying. What kind of damage are we talking about?
It includes decreased memory and focus, impacts on long-term reading and learning abilities, reduced productivity in work and studies, increased stress and depression, and even societal segregation and peer pressure. Users also start to feel constant boredom and a feeling of lack.
So we're stuck in a vicious cycle of trying to fill a void that social media itself is creating.
Precisely. Some influential figures, like Elon Musk, have publicly criticized TikTok and its algorithm for these reasons. This reminds me of a recent event. I spent my early years always searching for something marvelous outside of myself, much like the Arthurian knights who tirelessly sought the Holy Grail. But everything was within me all along.
That's uncanny. I recently had a similar realization.
Young people often think that everything valuable is outside of themselves and that they are insignificant. It's challenging for a young person to realize how special they are. It's a journey of awakening that requires time and contemplation.
I can attest to that. I've been through peaks and valleys in life, felt the despair of hitting rock bottom and the pride of little victories. But throughout all this, I remained unchanged, still adrift amidst societal norms.
When I didn't have money, I believed that money would change everything. But once I had money, I realized money wasn't that important. It turns out the amount of money in the bank is just a series of numbers on a screen.
So it's not about what we acquire or seek externally, but about exploring within ourselves.
Exactly. It's in our nature to explore, to reach out into the unknown. The only true failure would be not to explore at all. Quoting Ernest Shackleton, it's about letting curiosity guide you once again. I've found that true daily joy is quite simple. It's discovering something new with the curiosity of a child, much like Archimedes' joyful eureka moment in the bathtub.
Coincidentally, I've also noticed something similar.
Most of life's boredom and tension come from revolving around the same old things, doing the same work, having the same routines, seeking the same entertainment over and over. This monotonous repetition can leave our brains disoriented.
And that can make us seek short-term pleasures like scrolling on social media, watching movies, gaming, or even worse, stimulants.
Exactly. But curiosity brings a pure joy, a joy that isn't clouded by external factors. Recognizing the importance of curiosity for the brain has added so much color to my adult life.
So you're saying it's about letting curiosity flood into our lives and finding joy in everything we do?
Yes. I started to use search engines more and deeper, questioning myself and everything I read more. My critical thinking has improved significantly because of that. I found joy in learning English, something I postponed for far too long. English is truly a bridge to an endless source of knowledge.
And it's not just about learning a language, but the access it gives you to other cultures' perspectives, right?
Absolutely. I also realized that social media and news aren't as important as I thought. I started to scroll less and it genuinely cleared my mind. I walked daily, let my mind wander, and let nature recharge me.
There's something invigorating about physically moving, being in open spaces.
Indeed. I've never acknowledged this pleasure before. Most of my content ideas spark when I'm walking. I return to my original positive interests: reading, writing, psychology about human potential, and the one-person business model.
It seems like you've rediscovered joy in everything you do, looking at them with a curious and learning mindset.
Exactly. I started writing again after 7 years of stopping to chase societal standards. It's the most meaningful comeback, all led by a profound realization of curiosity. Curiosity is the compass that directs you to knowledge, the internal force that pushes one to discover the unknown.
So curiosity is not just a character trait, it's a key, a tool?
Yes, imagine reality as a maze with countless doors. Curiosity is the key to open each one of these doors. In this age, curiosity is like a pure gem, smeared by countless disturbed information and prejudices.
So we need clarity to see the value of curiosity.
Yes, we must be alert and return inward. Let curiosity guide us and take us far beyond the noisy crowds.
It's not about following the herd, but finding our own path, fueled by curiosity?
Exactly. Curiosity is the torch that illuminates our unique path.
A beautiful thought to wrap up our discussion. Now let's delve into the listeners' responses.
There we have it, folks. From the cradle of civilization to the revolution of technology, curiosity has been the guiding force that has shaped the course of humans. It's not just an instinct, it's a superpower that has brought us from cave dwellers to space explorers. It has driven advancements in every field and led to the invention of tools and objects that we use in our everyday lives.
And it's not just about attaining knowledge, but about the joy and fulfillment that the journey of discovery brings. It's always important to remember that amidst the noise and chaos of the digital age, we should never lose our curiosity and the desire to learn and explore.
So, next time when you feel curious about something, remember, that's your superpower kicking in.
And we hope that this episode has ignited your curiosity. If you've enjoyed listening, do not forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments section.
Share it with your friends and let's spread the superpower of curiosity. Until next time, stay curious.
And keep exploring. Goodbye.
This entire wealth of knowledge came from an article titled Tomo Siunanglik Bailang Quinn by Hui B. Tran, published on Medium on the 21st of January, 2024. The full URL is in the description if you want to dive deeper. Now I'm off.